1.
Skink No Surrender, Carl Hyacin, a fictional coming-of-age novel. Exposition. Setting: Florida beach town. Situation: life-threatening adventure in which Richard, with the help of a homeless man named Skink, must save Mally from possibly being murdered by TC. Rising action: TC is a criminal and has taken Mally. Richard and Skink go across the state to save Mally. Skink fights with an alligator and goes missing. Richard finds the houseboat where Mally is being held by TC. Skink rescues Richard and Mally. Skink sends Mally and Richard home and leaves with TC to teach him a lesson. Richard and Mally go back to find Skink. Climax: TC falls in the water and an alligator eats him. Falling action: Mr. Towel comes on a boat to rescue Mally and Richard, and at that same time Skink disappears. TC's remains were found, and it turns out that he had a long criminal record. Mally is now seeing a counselor, going to a regular school, and is off social media. Richard paid for the skateboard that he stole from the surf shop. Skink gave $9,720 to a college fund in the name of Tableau Chalk. Carl Hyacin is the author of Skink No Surrender. He is 64 years old. Hyacin was born and raised in Plantation, Florida. He still lives there with his family. Hyacin graduated from the University of Florida, and then he started working as a newspaper reporter at the Miami Herald. He still writes a Sunday column in the Herald. Hyacin started writing novels in the early 1980s together with a friend who also was a journalist. He has written books both for adults and teens. Some of the many books he has written for adults, 9 of which are national bestsellers, are his 3 mystery thrillers, Powderburn, Trapline, and Death in China. Hyacinth's novels for young readers include Hoot, which won a Newbery Honor, Flush, Scat, and Skink. 2 of his novels have been made into movies, Striptease in 1996 and Hoot in 2006. All of Hyacinth's novels are set in Florida. Theme: There are times in life when one must be brave, step out of one's comfort zone and do whatever is necessary to help others who are in danger. Explanation: Richard, a 14-year-old boy, is typically a good kid. However, when he finds out that his cousin Mally has been abducted by a dangerous man, he throws caution to the wind and teams up with a fugitive named Skink to save her life. I would recommend this book because I can relate to the characters. For example, Mally is on social media like almost every other kid my age. Another thing is that there is humor in this book. For example, Skink uses a snail shell instead of a prosthetic eye. Lastly, I recommend this book because it is filled with exciting action. For example, Richard has to use code names with Mally to find out where she is. Reflection. Type of presentation. Cartoon. Why I chose this format. I chose this format because it looked cool and it's something new. Something new I learned about this type of format. I learned how to insert pictures on this type of format. How long it took me to complete this project. 8 hours. how it felt to complete a multimedia project as opposed to a written report. Multimedia projects allow me to see my work better. One more thing I would like to share. Powtoon is a lot more fun to watch than Google Slides.